Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show. It's Kevin again at Woodland Camp and Craft, and you are joining us for the camping live stream here on YouTube on my channel, Woodland Camp and Craft. It's been a crazy week for me at home. I think it's been a crazy week for others as well. I think a few of my friends have been out in the weather we've just had. Speaking of which, Gareth and Zoe, I've just got their video on behind us. So let me just try and pull my video up on my own stream. Just make sure we're muted. We are. I'll just pause that. So yeah, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the live chat. Hope you've all had a splendid week. We've got Gareth and Zoe in the house right now. Good day, peeps. Just got your video on the back. I think you just what's going on there? Just filtering water at night with your torch. Good show, good effort. Don't know why I'm the only person watching. I hope this is streaming all right. We'll see who's got the notifications actually turned on, because I ain't put in the WhatsApp group that we're going live. So yeah, we'll wait for a few people to turn up. So it looks like it's just me and Gareth. Just on, they will be notified. Hey, Big B is up in here. What's going on, B? I was talking about you yesterday, B. Are you confirmed for the Lake District yet, B? Easter. Let us know, bud. Cornish Exploring with Alex. I'm ever so sorry, I don't recognise the name, but you're more than welcome to be here. Thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome to the live show. Welcome to the live chat. Michael Sanderson, evening. Yeah, sorry if you all had to witness me on there last Friday. I watched that video back and sure was slurring my words a little bit. But end of dry January and all that. I've actually had a beer tonight. Actually, just popped up to the shop. I've been decorating like a madman at home, starting from top to bottom. So I thought I'd treat myself and have a few cans tonight. Got loads of videos to watch. I'm really behind on everyone's videos. Andy, Kent Survival, Big John, Carlisle 195. I've seen all your videos. I've seen all your videos. I've been notified, so they are on the back burner to be watched. Really looking forward to watching Big John again. I've not seen a video of his for a long time. Kev, is it the same place as last time? Yeah, it should be. Well, in fact, it doesn't have to be. It's handy because the open fires, that we can have an open fire. So yeah, we like to have a bit of fire, and it's still at that time of year in the Lake District, it still can be cold. So yeah, Lily Parker, welcome to the live chat, Lily Parker. I'm a massive fan, bro. I'm like a god. I'm a dad god. I'm the god of dad jokes. Little Lily. Should we put Little Lily as a moderator? Don't add nothing horrible, Lily Parker, or you'll get banned from the chat. Shell is in the house, my secret stalker. Hi from me and Ant, Manstuff TV. Evening, Shell. Please don't ban me. What did I miss? I missed one off Alex. I'm supporting channel, so must be new to your live stream, mate. No, that's obviously, mate. We get like a good amount of people coming through the live chat, so I don't always remember every name. But like I say, I really appreciate you being here with us. Hello, Gareth and Zoe. We've got a few in the house now. Leave a thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, as soon as the word gets out. So first, I think I mentioned it on Friday's live stream, but for everyone that didn't watch Friday's live stream, and I know we only had like half attendance to what we normally have. So yeah, the Bushcraft show. I don't know what figures I was looking at. I think I was looking at the full glamping chalet setups. When I gave over on the prices for the Bushcraft show last week, it's actually nothing like I said. I think I said it was like £250 a person, but I think it was £250 for the camping chalet. And basically, you go to have a chalet, it's all set up for you, everything's done, everything's made, you don't have to take no kit, and I think that was the price. I've just repriced it up from the official Bushcraft show website, and I think it was about £105 for me for 4 days. I said it was 3 days, so I must correct that. It was £105 for 4 days, and I think it was like £40 for Lily. So, you know, I don't want to give disinformation out there. I don't want to turn potential customers away for the Bushcraft show on some advice that I've got wrong. So I have to clear that. I was in the wrong. Didn't get my figures right, so now I've corrected that. So yeah, that was that. I just heard something. Lil, have you left your earphones down here, Lil? Is your earphones down here, mate?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all right. I just heard someone go power off. It sounded a bit like my drone. I got a bit panicked then. I thought, why is my drone out? It was a ghost. No, not a ghost. It was just definitely some electronic. It sounded a bit like a really faint Alexa. Power off. There we go now. New in your jammers, so we just pause that a minute. In your gym jams, mate. Hurry up then. This is bad viewing pleasure for my guests. Hey, come and give me a kiss on top of my head. There we are. Go on, stream stealer, go.
Bye.
Drone drives. Bye. Yeah, I wonder if Andy's got his drone back. I went on Andy's after the live chat last week. I went on Andy's drone where Andy's video where he lost his drone, and yeah, it didn't look like a massive area to lose it in, but it's a small drone in long grass. But all I could see that there's plenty of people that live down there that seem to be good friends of Andy's or know him fairly well that's passing through there daily. So hopefully they find it and get it back, because that just sucked. I've just seen on Instagram as well, actually. Every time he was trying to do a walk past on his video, that his tripod had gone over, and then I've just seen the same thing on the intro of Gareth and Zoe's video on the back there. That every time they left the camera on the tripod, it was getting blown over. So yeah, it seemed like a pretty windy weekend. Obviously, Saturday I was recovering, and then I was decorating again on Sunday. We've got Big Kurt up in here, Red Owl Bushcraft. All right, Kurt. I thought you was in the pub, bud. You're watching from the pub. Cheers if you are, buddy. So yeah, who else has been out? Who else is getting out? Oh, what's everyone had for tea? Let's get the conversation going. I've not watched. Usually what I like to do is I like to watch everyone's videos, and if I get like a stalling point in the chat where I don't really know what to say, or it's gone a bit quiet, I can refer back to people's videos, and I've just not had a chance with so much decorating. William, how's it going? It's all going good, thanks, mate. Hope it is for you too. Yeah, so like I say, I've got no ammunition. I've not had a chance to study the news. I did post a wicked video on Gareth and Zoe's I'd rather be camping site earlier. There was someone getting rescued by a mountain rescue helicopter. 74-year-old woman had a tumble in the hills, and oh god, it gave her the death spin. Yeah, this woman got picked up by the helicopter, and it just put her in a spin. So if you're not part of I'd rather be camping, I'd get over there. It's a good site, no nonsense. I'll have to play Paul, peace, but yeah, cheers, mate. I'll see you in about 3 weeks ish, Kurt. That helicopter thing was funny. I watched it about 10 times. I ain't got the bow. Honestly, I ain't got the bow to watch it that many times. I literally nearly lost my bladder. I nearly weed myself. So, corn, Chinese, curry, rice and peas. Do you know what I did tonight? It was a bit of a strange one. I was going to do like a corned beef hash. So I got the tomatoes and I got the corned beef. I didn't have kidney beans. I seem to have got enough kidney beans just lately, so I put baked beans in it. And I thought, you know, instead of putting the potatoes and stuff on it to make it into a corned beef hash, I actually chucked some Mexican rice in there and like a sachet of heated spice. And I thought, this is not going to be too great, maybe. But no, god damn, that thing, it was good. No, I didn't try that bean feast with rice yet, but it's something that I more than likely will like, and it will be taken out of the can and put into the what do you call it, the vacuum sealer. I was crying. The light option, yeah. Hey, I seen a good little hack the other day. I was thinking about maybe making a camping hack video for it, but sometimes people don't have a vacuum sealer, and I know you can stick a Hoover in there, but I don't know if you want to put a Hoover head next to your food. But if you've got a sink full of water, and then you put like a Ziploc bag with your food in, and then lower the Ziploc bag into the water. Obviously, try not to get any water inside your food, and then when your Ziploc's at the top of the water, seal it. Oh, it works nearly as good as a vacuum pack. It takes all the air out. I thought that was clever. I've not seen that done before. Can Survival, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, mate. We've just been talking about you. I'm just saying I haven't got around to watching a new video yet, but it looked windy. Put a straw in and suck the air out. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I might make a video on it. I might make a video on it. Obviously, everyone can leave the tins at home then. Get the tins out the hills. And I'll still have the food up there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's that spicy food coming back from. Yeah, I might make a video on that. I might make a few ways to seal the camera food, and I know you do a lot anyway, Gareth. Pre-cooking like burgers and sausages and that, but you know, going on from like the last video I did, where it was like a lot of like cooking inspired video. I just there's no reason, and I've always said this for a long time, there's no reason that you can't eat well on a camp. You know, even if you are in the hills. I tell you what did surprise me though, just watching the amount of video I have just watched of yours, Gareth, is that fire dragon. That whole bag only had a burn time of 2 hours. That was I thought that was I know the bags are not massive, but if you was going for 3, 4, 5 days, you might have to carry a few of them. I thought you would have got a bit more out of them. Not that I know what the burn times are on hexablocks and all that, but maybe there's another video idea. You know, the comparison, like real life scenario comparisons of your fuels. Yeah. I mean, it didn't look massive as in bulk and all that, but it looked a big enough bag that the big bag was 5, 7 hours. Oh, all right. And what mill is that? Yeah. Like I say, if I've gone camping, I am a camping gas sort of person. Even though, like Gareth said last week, it's true. You end up with loads of half tins, and it is expensive. It is. I just, that's it. I mean, I'm either campfire or camping gas. That's always the way I've rolled. Hey, G, Sorrow's typing an email as well as listening. Hey, Owen. Where's Owen? Oh, there's Owen. Evening peeps. Albion Camping is in the house. Yeah. Paul Barnes, hello from Cornwall, cold night here. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Another new name I've not really noticed before, but welcome to the chat, and we appreciate you being here. Yeah, so maybe that. Then I've got a few little video ideas. I should, when I've got on top of this decorating a little bit, I should get out there and, you know, it won't be a full 30-minute camp video or whatever, but it would be just a little bit more to just trying to pop on the channel for a bit of growth. I need it after last week. Obviously last Wednesday we had a few problems with the live chat. I was trying to get that new stream working and that. But I bombed out about 30 subscribers last week. I think I got 28. I had 28 new subscribers for the month, and then last week I lost 30. And I was just like, what? What have I done? What have I done that's so bad? Apart from starting the chat late. Did everyone just leave because of the I started the chat late, or because loads of people got loads of notifications of like 5 or 6 chats starting that never materialized into full chats while I was just testing out the streaming software? But or is anyone else? Is some of the other content creators, Guy from Zoe, Kent Survival? What else have we got? Did anyone else have a dip last week? No, I think that's all the content. Owen, I don't know if Owen would check though. But yeah, did anyone else have a big? I know YouTube do it sometimes. Have a big cull of all dead channels and stuff. I remember once I lost about 60. And I thought, you know, I'd done something really to pee everyone off, and in hindsight, it was just YouTube having a cull of dead channels to free space. But yeah, did anyone notice? Missed the question. Was that the one I've just asked, or was it someone in the side chat, mate? All I was basically asking is, any of the was there a call? Did I hear? No, I was just wondering. I just wondered if any of the content creators have noticed the call last week. I was just starting to build some momentum. I actually reached. Obviously, when I started doing the other sort of videos on the channel a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I lost a lot of subscribers, like probably 250 subscribers in the first month or 5 or 6 weeks. And because I got to, I can remember I did the 1,500 subscriber giveaway, and I made them free Ferro Wood holders, and then I lost a load. I went back down to 13, I think, and then I got up to 15, and then it was the first time I've ever got into the 1600s. And now I'm at 1575 again. It just seemed like I had a big call last week. I didn't know if anyone else had one, but it's just like, yeah, we've got momentum going now. We've got the live chats going back. You know, got a couple of camping videos back on the channel in quick succession, and then boom, yeah, just hit me with that. I was just like, Jesus. It just if it was a call, it was a call. But if I'd done something wrong, I'd want to know that I'd done something wrong, if that makes sense. If not noticed, don't really look much. Don't even know what we're at now. 1.5. I hate it how it says 1.58k. Why didn't it just say 1,580? You notice one at the end of the year. I wouldn't have noticed. Yeah, I was. Well, no, we did have the live chats going, didn't we? Just at the end of the year. It can't always just be all dead channels all the time. You know, if they're doing the calls every 6 months, how can a channel go from a channel to a dead channel in 6 months? But I don't know. Yeah, I think I did. I think I lost 25 in a week, but I think on my analytics it was 17 in one day. But it just happened, like I say, it just happened to coincide with the day that I was trying out the new software. And I didn't know if it was just everyone was getting pings and notifications that a live chat started, and it was like late on at night. I think I was still messing around. Me and Owen was on it actually. Oh, and Owen would tell you it must have been 11:30, midnight, when we finally stopped trying to get the all the streaming software together. So it could have been annoying that everyone was getting pinged at bloody, you know, if they had the bell on. Yeah, Gareth from Zoe got 11 notifications. Bye everyone. Have a good night. See you later, sweetheart. Have a good night. Enjoy your new bed. Even we unsubbed. Yeah, no, I can understand it was annoying, but just to unsub me for it, I thought it was a bit much. It's only ever happening because I'm trying to give everyone better content, better quality, better streaming, better connectivity. You know, sorry, I've missed the thing, haven't I? 39 Camper, what's up, mate? I'm all good. I'm all good. I hope you are too. Thanks for joining us this evening. Apparently, I've lost 1,600. Ugh, that's like my whole entire subscriber base in the last month. Don't know if a large amount was at once, so if that's normal. Still getting used to the growth. Yeah. What's those nuts and bolts, Lil? Don't know if I'm one large amount. You've basically just lost my channel off your subscription feed. That's balmy. But saying that, I remember, I've not looked for ages. But when I was at 1.5k, I'd lost 3.5k subscribers. That was mental. I couldn't believe it at the time. I would have been like 5,000 subscribers. And they can't all be dead channels, surely. Rigby, evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, yeah, I was saying about your video, Andy. I said I've not got around. I've been doing a lot of decorating. I've not got around to watching them yet. In fact, the only one I've got to watch was Gareth from Zoe's. Yeah, it looked like everyone that camped out last weekend got some wind. It's not that interesting. Only because we thought, what have I missed? I think I've lost them. Did I miss them out of the chat? I don't know. It's not that interesting, and only because we forced them. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's not that interesting because his video. No, I've seen your Instagrams and seen it was windy, and it was just like, yeah, sorry, I've just clicked. I've only had one can of beer and made all over the shop. It was probably better. It was probably more interested in the video I put out on Friday, the live chat on the Friday when I was steaming. And then I tried to. Then me and Paul Nomad was trying to add each other on PlayStation. And by the time we'd have figured out how to get each other added, we both went bed. We didn't even have one game. We didn't even fire a game up and play. Talking about weird noises, on the Saturday, obviously I had a bit of an hangover and stuff, and I put the PlayStation 4 on, and yeah, I think I'd gone in to make a sandwich or a cup of coffee or something, and then while I'd gone in, Paul had must have added me to a chat, and obviously you normally have your headphones on that's plugged into your controller, and I got back down, I was taking a slurp in my coffee, and I was like, all right, and I was just like, what the fuck was that? Because I had the screen on pause, and it was Nomad in the background. It added me to into a chat, but because I hadn't got it on the earphones and that, it all come through the telly. I nearly scolded myself. But yeah, only because we forced him. He didn't force me. I was trying to get it washed before the chat, but couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Yeah, I was looking at another one was John Carlisle's, and that looked all right. He was going up in the lakes, and I've just seen it on his Instagram as well that had been in the Boffy and all that. So that looked interesting. I've never done a Boffy camp yet. Maybe I could do it for my 12 camp challenge survival creator's choice, content creator's choice, number 12 for the 12th camp. Did John get up in the hills? Yeah, he must have done if he was in a Buffy. There's like retreats, aren't there? I didn't know there was that many in the Lake District, to be fair. I know there's one on Loweswater that you can rent out. You have to go through the English Heritage, and I think it's about £140 a week, but it sleeps 10. So £140 a week divided by 10 is not a lot of money. And there's a couple of boats there. You go fishing, a couple of rowing boats. I think there's trout and pike in the water. Although I'm sure at one point Loweswater had the blue algae on it, because it used to be a really, really popular wild swimming spot because it's really quiet. Is the challenge list written down? It is on Gareth and Zoe's I'd Rather Be Camping Facebook page, and it is on my Woodland Campcraft Facebook page. I think there was something put out on Instagram as well. I can't remember, but I'm sure one of the spanners will pop over and bring the list if Gareth does it right this time, because last time he only brought 10. But some of it, like most people would cover in a normal year anyway. So off the top of my head, there's like a cave camp, an island camp, a canoe camp, a bivvy camp, a beach camp, probably a woodland camp, I think, 5-item camp, £10 pound shops or dollar store if you're in the States, and then a creator's choice sort of, you can blast whatever you want in there. Cave camp as well. I don't know if I said that. But my idea was it just gives content creators or outdoor enthusiasts something to go at. Oh yeah, let's get this. And I wanted it to sort of get trending or on Instagram, with the hashtag 12 Camp Challenge, and we'd all tag each other and we'd all share each other's experiences on Instagram, and then share each other's videos on the channels, and then talk about it in the live chat. And then hopefully at the end of the year, I've got a permissive woodland. We could all get in and do like a, best 12 camp series, and maybe like a little prize, and maybe best 1 camp challenge and a little prize, and just all around the campfire and a few beers and some nice grub at Christmas, under the parachute of my local woodland, and everyone just get together and just talk about our experiences for the year, sort of thing. I just thought it was a good chance for one, for all to get content, and two, we could all, meet new people as well, or meet people in person, because a lot of the people in here are class of my friends, and I've never actually met. Some I've met, like Gareth and all that, and it's like genital warts, can't fucking get rid of them now. So, well, I'm threatening to start making videos, so this could be a good way to get into it. Exactly. And then if you get like big YouTube famous and all that, you can give us a little backhander and shit, can't you? So here we go. Gareth has done me the favour after I've just slagged him off and called him genital warts. Cave camp, woodland camp, bivvy camp, canoe camp, beach camp, mountain or hill camp, island camp is number 7. 8 is tarp camp. 9 is an urban camp. Yeah, I forgot urban camp and tarp camp. There are a few little rules to each little segment as well. And I think we said if you are pushing it for time, you can sort of combine 1 or 2 of the camps. Like if you want to do a bivvy in a camp, that would probably be all right. A bivvy bag camp in a cave would be all right, as would an island and a canoe camp. Yeah, silly rules. Nothing major, like the 5-item camp. Your rucksack and your water doesn't count in your 5 items. Same with the £10 challenge camp. Your water and your rucksack don't count. Still got to be enjoyable. But yeah, I think Andy and Gareth was up for it, and then I was hoping, like, they've got a lot more followings than I have, and then what was it, sort of like the ice water challenge, or so is your steak challenge. that we just get everyone involved. Obviously, I couldn't invite everyone to the woods. That would be for maybe just members of this live chat here, and people that I trust, because my family's there and stuff like that. But yeah, get it out there and just get everyone sharing it. And it'll just fill YouTube with better videos than people doing reviews straight out of fucking packaging, because it's starting to piss me right off. My newsfeed, all in my newsfeed is people doing reviews because they're name dropping names. Look how great this knife is. Well, you've never even battened it through wood yet. Look at this cook set. This cook set is really great because it's from OEX and it's really lightweight. Well, you've not even put it on a fire yet, and it's not even seen a fucking flame on a gas or a hex block. Don't be doing reviews if you've not fucking used the product. Look at Gareth with his torches, fucking lobbing them round, lobbing them in streams. 40 drops down the stairs. If you want someone with integrity, go and watch Gareth's Through Night video. Mad respect. Mad respect. No, you're sending us a product and it was shit, so you're getting told it's shit. There you go. That's the way it should be. And then all of us people that go out and spend our hard-earned cash on a piece of kit, if you see an honest review, you know you're going to get an honest opinion on it. Like me with things I've brought, like knives and stuff. First time I battened that Condor bush law, it got chipped on it. A massive chip out of it. It took about 5 hours to get the blade back. I lost probably 6 years of life out of the knife because I had to take that much of the metal away. And then I gave it to a knife maker, Will Adams from Bushblade, and he goes like, "Wow, so that knife's a bit soft, isn't it?" I was like, "Yep." Someone I respect immensely, Will Adams from Bush Law. Yeah, he got hold of that knife and he was like, "Whoa, that is really soft." But then I went back and I was like, I watched a review of that and the bloke said it was ace. Then I went back and I chased the person that reviewed the channel, and the knife was brand new. He did the review on his fucking kitchen table in his kitchen, and I was like, he's never used it. I've gone out there and brought a knife on this guy's recommendation, and he's never used it. And I booted out such passion today for it. Yeah, for about a time. It was good to chat with some well-used kit in my video today. Oh yeah, it was a bit shit in our opinion for legal reasons. I actually mended your experience, Kev, with the Condor, as it was the opposite of mine. Yeah, some people do swear by them. And it's the same with the Through Nights. And this is what Gareth and Zoe said. Have we just ended up with a faulty model? And they I don't know. Did I just get a lemon? I don't know. But when I've got a knife maker saying it was a bit soft, yeah. I've still got the knife now, and it's still holding up fairly well, to be fair. But I won't give it no hard duties. Do you know what I mean? On camp, I'd only put it through like greenwood, and I don't ask a lot of it. Yeah, I might have just got one that wasn't. What's the word? Is it tempered? Tempering? I don't know. I might have just got a duff model, but I don't mind I don't mind first look at things. It gives people a chance to see something in 3D rather than a pic. But quite often people say that they do follow up review, and they hardly ever do. Well, this is the thing. I mean, I used to take the stance that nothing I reviewed, I would review it until I'd had 12 months out of it. But if YouTube is a game for getting growth, getting subscribers, and for getting views, and by the time I was reviewing a product and it's been out for a year, the next one was already out. It's like, just imagine I did that with an iPhone 9, or no, it wasn't even a 9, was it? An iPhone 8. And I waited a year to do the review, a real world review. no one would be interested, because by that year, the time that year's over, the iPhone 10 was out. So yeah, I mean, you can test stuff out and you give your first opinion of it, but if it's never seen a baked bean, or if it's a pan, if it's never seen a flame, or you know, or whatever. But that's the thing. If that is what it is, if it's an unboxing video, label it as an unboxing video. Don't label it as a review. You know. Hey, Prep Nomad. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't you use the bus slow in your last video? To be fair, a lot of people have had it and like it. You must have got a lemon. Maybe so. Like I say, I don't know if I did I think I did do a review on it, and I think I said, you know, if I just got a Duff model, I do not know. You know, hopefully I was hoping the Condor sent me a new one, but they never did. Yeah, it was probably in the chat when I did the review actually of the Condor, and people said, "Oh, really, Kev? Mine's all right, but could be user error, eh? It could be the person behind the blade." But literally, I took it. I'll tell you what it was. It was the Maasai gig. I went down to Leicester, and my friend was running with Woodland Ways the Maasai gig. They brought the Maasai people over, and they was doing this gig, and the Maasai was doing a big speech, and you know, like life experiences, and then an ask get to know you and sort of thing. And my job was, when everyone at the end of the night, everyone was going to sit around a campfire, the guitar was playing, everyone was all on, you know, in a circle around the fire on some cheats on some seats in the field. My job was just to go out and get all the fire started, you know, 5 minutes before everyone else. Went out there first strike, some green wood. I was like, you know, that didn't feel good. Something wasn't right, and then I picked it up. There was like a pea missing out of the edge, or half a pea. That was exaggerating, probably half a pea. Hey Paul, how are you doing? I was wondering where you are these days. Whoops for the Condor. It's got to be a hardening process. Yeah, that's what I quality checking with the Condors. Mine's built 3 shelters and processed 100 fires. But I'll still mention that I have heard otherwise, so people have the full picture. Tempered, thanks William. Not bad, cheers yourself. Andrew Forrest. Hi Kevin, everyone. Been out of the country, but came back the other night before my passport expired. Yeah, and this is the other thing. If you're doing the way, like I was saying, the way you word a video, like if you want like a virtual, you could basically you could do like the virtual tour, and the statistics of the product, you know, it's such and such mil thick, or it's such and such millimeter hydrostatic head, or whatever, and you give a virtual tour and the statistics, but don't call it a review. A review to me is someone that's had hands-on experience on it. And Oot in a boot with Ali. Hey, just listening now, eating apple crumble and custard. Nice one. I did manage to get around after. I kept saying after the last couple of chats I was going to get out and subscribe, Ali, but I always forgot. And then I was watching Lee's Norfolk video the other day and seeing he was commenting. So while I was there, I did drop you a sub, buddy. Awesome video, Gareth and Zoe. Yep, it will be. I've got about 20 minutes to watch myself. Yeah, I like the idea of that virtual tour, you know. I think that would be a better title for a product, you know. There was another guy that me and Prep Nomad used to know that used to do it, and he didn't take. He'd give it once, and he read every label. It was a backpack. He read every label on a backpack, and never actually took it out the cellophane, and then put, yeah, this is a big thumbs up from me. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. You're like, how the fuck can you do that? You've not took it out of the bag. You've not took it out of his plastic bag. You've just read every single thing. Just because someone says someone's got such and such a zip that this is strong, doesn't mean that zip is strong. And this is my point. I suppose I just care about my viewers. I don't want them to waste money on a product that someone recommends and it's dog shite. Woods of Wisdom Bushcraft, Glen, evening all. Who was that? English fraudsman? No. What'd you call him? I forgot what his name was now, but he went all medieval on us. What was it? It was Shane. Was it Shane King Bushcraft Paul or something like that, wasn't it? Shane King Outdoors or Shane. Well, I can't fucking remember. Shane, yeah, it was Shane. Was a moose and bit. He just read every tag that was on this. I can't even remember what bag it was. Paul probably remember. I think it was one of the Caramel Sabres or something like that. Which I know from Paul's experience that it is. I know from Paul's experience that that bomb is bomb-proof. That bag is bomb-proof. You know, but when someone didn't take it out of the cellophane and just literally read every label, I was just like, "You've got to." Oh, it was a sleeping bag at his desk. Yeah. Oh, exactly. That's what I want. A virtual tour. If it's useful, then when I got my Lancashire, it was useful when I got my Lancashire one, but no one did, and so it was a bit of a leap of faith. Step away does a good stats look at the Chinese TriStar. Then next vid is nearly falling off a cliff in it. Snug pack. Yeah. Well, if it was snug pack, it would have been, half decent, I would imagine. But yeah, it was just funny. I just thought, oh my god. Why am I waiting a year to do a review and people are doing them and getting more views than me? Doing bad reviews and getting more views. And they've just taken it out of the bag, not even taken it out of the bag. Oh, I just bought the Snug Pack Elite 5. Well, I know Gareth's got the Elite 4 and he swears by it. So much so he's told me to get one. I think, didn't Carlisle say last week he's just bought the 5? And he was out in some really bad weather in his and he stayed warm, so I'd imagine it's half decent. I got a 5, insanely hot. There we go. Paul Kirtley, evening Anne, you sexy bee. I messaged Paul Kirtley a bit ago because he was saying that he didn't want to get into product reviews. And I would much rather see someone like Paul Kirtley, get a product, put it through its paces in the real world, and then give us an opinion on it. Or Gareth and Zoe, or John Carlisle, or Andy Kent, someone that's out a lot, even if use it for a month or 2 months. And if you've used it 3 or 4 times in that month, I trust you enough to give me an honest review of your knowledge, Someone that just gets products just to do reviews, a product only channel is no. Give me Paul Kirtley any day. Even though we don't get to the point very quick, Paul Kirtley, I still rather see someone that's proper using the kit is the way it's supposed to be used. He took it for an overnighter and turned out it was full of bubble wrap. Hope you're all well and good. All good here, Anne. Thanks for asking, buddy. Too big for our packs. I went for the 4s. They suited our term range. We needed 2. Is your head okay, Gareth? Why, what did his head do? Did it fall off? Hi, Anne. Sup, Glenn. Head Andrew with a question mark. I don't know what is wrong with his head. I've not seen the rest of the video. Maybe Gareth lost his head in the video. Tree fell on it or something. Bloody hell, that Elite 5 is heavy. I think Gareth said the Elite 4 was like 2.1, I think. So I tried to tell him this cheap one and go outdoors with 1.9. He wanted it was 2.5, I think. Got the Hawk 9, really good for hikes. Hawk 9, what company makes that? Glenn, I don't know, buddy. To be honest, 1950. Well, that's all right then, yeah. For the Elite 4. And it's got the Fighting Man extension panel just to get my man tits in. Snug pack. Yeah. What's anyone's real world experience on these one Tigris smoky tents then? Before I buy one for my stove. For someone on a small budget. I know there's a good few of you that's been in them smoky tents now. Touch fell on my head at the start of the vid. It was wedged under the roof. How did I see it? I've got the Jungle Bag Elite 3 and 5. You don't wear them at the same time, do you? They're good, but not tried with a stove. Yeah, we was going to try that at the winter camp, weren't we? I said bring it, and we was going to try it on mine. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might get Lily the 2 for summer and get us both the 4. No, yeah. I can't remember if we decided the 3 or 4 for winter. Great Bag Rigby. I was wondering where that sentence was going. I like my smoky up, more room than my hex peak. I'm used to using the hex with no inner though. Don't really worry with an inner in the winter most of the time. Yeah, obviously if I only wanted it as a winter, I won't bother with the inner, I don't think. I seen Paul Mesner's review on it actually, and he said it was all right. And my biggest concern was, would it get me, Lily, kit and stove inside there? Can't wait to get out camping. Really hoping it snows for next camp. If it snows in the next camp, the ground will be frozen. I'll be able to get up the hill in the van. I may take it out again tomorrow. So I've still only used it on a 2-night instead of 4. I'll be in the Arctic bag. I'll be in my Arctic bag as well, I think. Are you going, Glenn? Are you going to Ant's place on the end of the month? I've decided they decided they would let me in, unfortunately for them. So they're gonna get me in a wee one going. So that's 2 camps for this month. Well, a night hike and a camp. Would like to try the smoky up in the hills when the weather a bit better. You won't get the van up that hill if it snows. Snowdrift gathers on the path. Ah, you're away with Brucey. No worries, buddy. It would have been nice to meet you face to face, so to speak. The snow's not really an issue though, is it? It's normally when it melts. I was looking at this buggy the other day on eBay. It was a Quadzilla. I think it was a 450. It was only $1.5 grand, and it was like a 2014. Right, nice little buggy, and I thought of your place straight away. I thought, ooh, that will go up and down the hill a few times. No worries. But it wasn't a quad. It was like an off-road car. Looked like you could have a bit of fun on it as well. Is that car park all right then to store my van at night? Never had any trouble up there, are you? No thefts or out. It took Chris and I 45 minutes to get up the hill. Yeah, it depends if it drifts on you. If it drifts the way the hedge, it could be in trouble, I suppose. If it's drifting the other way, it'll be clean, won't it? Perfectly safe up there. Not that they'll be out too valuable in there, and it'll have all its locks on and that. But still got a telly in there. I didn't want to come. It was gone. I think I've converted Wayne. He said, "Oh, don't go out this weekend. I need you to come out and look at vans with me." So I might be out this week, helping Wayne get a van. And then he said, if I get one, he wants it doing before April when we go to the Lake District, and then July when we do the Blue Lagoon. So I might be helping him make a van. I might do swap the layout of it around in mine. If I've got all the tools out and we've got the work, he's got a big workshop at the end of his drive. If we've got everything out, I think I will swap mine round. A bigger table, and instead of I put like I've not got the actual full bulkhead in the van. I put like a wooden one in myself with the TV on and my Lily Sweetie dispensers and the optics and that for bottles and stuff like that. I've like I made a false bulkhead, but I wouldn't actually mind now. Now I've had a bit of time in the van. You know, I was in it for a month in the summer, solid. Double the captain. I think the thing is as well, my bed or what I lay on is 2 foot, exactly 2 foot wide, but the cushions are only probably like 3 inches. They haven't got the safe. And in my van, the only problem with my van is that this right shoulder just hangs. Oh, and sometimes I get such a dead shoulder in the van. Had a few nights like that. What part of Scotland? Woods, Glencoe. I can't wait for Blue Lagoon. Oh, and honestly, me either. Counting down the days. You won't be disappointed. The family won't be disappointed. I promise you. It lends itself. There is someone that was talking. Well, I think it was Wayne before he decided he was getting a van. And who else? Ben Yorkshire Wanderer said he'll tent it or sleep in the car. So I said that we can put our awning out or the pop-up tent and let him have the cart bed in there, because it does lend itself to vans or whatever, because it is like a rocky ground. But it's the family won't be disappointed. The only thing about Wayne was coming, when he was in the car, he was going to be the only one in the car, and we were going to set him up a tent. And then we could have just, if everyone else was in vans, we could have just used his car for supply run and run back to the village. That's the only downside. There's not a car there. Blue Lagoon, yeah, it's in Pembrokeshire, Wales. We're going there in the summer. I went twice. When I was on tour, we ended up going there, and then it was that nice that we ended up going back about 2 weeks later, back to Wales. Stunning place, stunning. Watch my video, Glenn. If you get 5 minutes, return to the Blue Lagoon and just look at the place. It's stunning. Right shoulder ache. Sounds sus if you ask me. Well, I am single. I've been watching some of the Scottish guy camping in the mountains around there. Looks awesome in the snow. It's pretty well there too. Brendan says he can't be. There's going to be a good view of us. I really want to go to Cairngorms before the snow fades. I won't mind getting up to the Cairngorms, but definitely won't be this year. I love to do Cairngorms. Says Glenn. Little Witch Outdoors with a spanner. Oh, it's Candice. Welcome back. Not heard from you since we've revamped the live chats, but welcome back, Candice. Hope you and Tom are all right. I'm going to do a 10-day down there, Kev. Damn, I think we're provisionally doing 4 or 5 days, or 5 days, 4 nights, something like that. But then we might go up the coast a bit in the van. So if you're about, you're good lady, don't mind. We might be able to do a few more spots after that on the coast. Evening, says Owen. Hoping you do the Great Glenway this year. Okay, we'll check vid. It's stunning, mate. Honestly. Evening again. I think Owen was saying evening to Candice, Gareth. But we're very well, thanks. How are you? Yeah, we were all right. Thanks, Candice. Still, what was that word? I still never forget that live chat when using it. So what's that word? And you thought it was like some feminine hygiene product or something. I can't remember what it was. It was all in bits though, dying. I did the West Highland Way just in time for Hurricane Horoncho. That was fun. Been looking at campsites, Kev, all around there. Don't have to be a campsite, B. Remember me and Lily did 3 weeks down there. Well, 2 weeks around Wales. And the only time we paid for a site was Blue Lagoon. A crampon or something. Yeah, that was funny that day. You thought we was pulling. You would not have it that was a word. That was funny. Yeah, it was good. It was good. We never paid, and it was pretty. If the spot looked a bit suspect, we did do the sort of leave no trace, like arrive late, leave early sort of thing. But not that I'm against the campsite, but I even said on the tour video that I made that I begrudge, like I was laughing at the people in the field. We was closer to the beach, and they was all paid with all like millions of tent around them and paid to be there, and we was on the opposite side and got it up and out. Mrs. Dogs and a car full of bikes. Is it supposed to be bikes? Or bikes as in like munches? So what's going on? We've got 17 watching, guys, and only 6 thumbs up. Come on, sort it out for old Kev here. Grafting away every week for your viewing pleasure. I don't know. I'm definitely going to take the boat though. Need to get the boat out. Last time we was in the sea. I'm sure you've got some boats anyway, ain't you, B? That'd be interesting if we can get on a bit of water somewhere for a day. Get the canoe camp knocked off the 12 camp challenge. Yeah, Rugby, you should have a go at that. I'll take the boat too. Nice one, B. Yeah, I'm not against sites, especially if it's pretty. But it's, what is it? July, middle of July, school summer holidays. I'd like to, we lost you for a minute. I'm going to a campsite next week. It's my birthday Saturday. Happy birthday for Saturday, Candice. Yeah, no, I'm not against sites at all, but if I can help it and it's pretty, I'd rather, if it was a campsite and it was really pretty, just a grass field. I had like I was like camped on beaches or something. Candice, could you also mention the proposed outlawing of camping on your channel? And Andy too. That's something I was actually thinking about today, Rigby. I need to do a little more research and we'll probably do a vid. Proposed outlawing of camping on your channel. There should be, am I reading that wrong? There should be a comma somewhere. Can you mention the proposed outlawing of camping on your channel? They're outlawing camping on the channel. Am I reading that wrong? Or mention the proposed outlawing of camping on your channel. Yeah, you sort of know that these trespass laws, I don't respect them anyway. I've done some camping videos inside inside swimming baths. So criminal offence instead of civil matter. Ooh, now you've got my attention. I would wild camp at Stonehenge, but the police would come and move us on. Government promoted to criminalise trespass. The cops will turn up and take your gear. Ooh. Ooh, now you've got my attention. So if you're on the side of Helvellyn or Red Tarn and you're above the law, there's a line, there's an altitude that it's acceptable that you camp above, as long as you're not caught. No, it's silly law, as long as you're not looking into someone's bedroom window or someone's property or something. You're allowed to camp in that situation. Yeah, well, maybe it's maybe we shouldn't panic at the minute. I mean, there's all these laws like you're not allowed to camp. Not allowed to camp. You're not allowed to, when the smoking law come in, you're not allowed to smoke in a work vehicle. But how many lorry drivers do you see going down the road smoking? Has anyone actually ever been stopped and convicted it, or even stopped in the UK for it? Possibly not. Fox hunting, it's another one. You can see it happening around me. You can see chases going on around me. Oh, we accidentally got a fox. I think if it's to move on the travellers, I don't think if you're in the hills and that to arrest you for criminal trespass and nick all your gear. I don't think it. Says it's to move on travellers. Well, they should give them somewhere then, shouldn't they? Says it's more based on farmland with livestock. I can understand when sometimes the travellers block up a school's playground or something. Then fair enough, but keep it clean. Keep the area clean and move them on after the night. Quick tip of their hat, guys, says Nobby, step away from the screens. Had a mad night at Stonehenge. Security were pretty cool about it. Let's get a few pics of the stones, etc. Wouldn't stop us. No way either. It might stop a lot of people, YouTubers I watch, if they can criminalise it. It definitely stop a lot of the parkour community and some of the others, like Ali Law and stuff, the people that I watch. If they can criminalise it. If we're in the EU, the Roma would get kicked out for discrimination. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. If we were in the EU, the Roma would get it kicked out for discrimination. It probably is discriminating. Police aren't going to hike up hills for shit like that. Yeah, we'd still welcome. I think most of us would anyway. It's technically not legal now, and it doesn't stop any of us, does it? It probably won't really affect us. It's just if you caught, report to the police. It's not going to be a regular thing, but it could affect rights of way. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's definitely. I don't think it will. Like I said, I don't think it will affect us too much. But it's something you've got to have in the back of your mind for if you do get a stop or a pull or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't think the police, like Gav said, I don't think they want to going to carry your kit. I don't think they want to going to arrest you for it. I don't think they want to going to fill the file the paperwork out of it. But sometimes it's how you treat them in it, Before everything was all automated for your number plates, for speed guns and that. If you got pulled by a copper and you was nice with him and you respected him and you was apologetic of what you'd done and you didn't mess him around, and there's chances are he'd just let you off with a bit of a bollocking and let you go on your way. And I think that would be the same there, which most of us would if we got caught anyway. If we got caught wild camping somewhere, you know, you'd probably say, yeah, all right. Well, any chance we can do it first thing in the morning because we've already set up and we've had a drink, or is it definite we've got to go? There was four of us. There was an old army guy, old boy, lovely chap he was, and then he was with this younger woman. Oh, she was a dragon. She was a no, don't care. You're packing up now. You're doing all of this. You're gonna have a fire. You know, you can see your firewood or whatever. And then we spoke to him. We had a bucket. You know, there is PE up there. You know, we had a big, massive. It wasn't a bucket, but it was like a collapsible wash basin thing, full of water from the lake to put out the fire and all that. And he said, he just give us a wink. He said, all right. I said, we've all been drinking. We've all had whiskey. None of us had had a drink. We'd only just literally saying up. But we told, you know, and we told him we was having a drink and we couldn't drive, and you know what was we to do, and you know he basically just gave us a wink and just said, make sure that wood's gone in the morning, lads. And it was. And then we left no trace, left it immaculate. But it's how you treat people, and that's what it will probably come down to with something like this. Might have a favour to ask soon, Kent Survival. I don't think Andy can do the parkour that you want, Nobby. He might be able to do parkour. I just can't imagine him doing the parkour. People spent ages getting us these rights, and through a few minutes we could lose it all. We could lose all that work. Wainwright as a kid telling a tough to sod off, etc. We'll just have to keep. Well, I don't know. I don't ever know what happened to that bill when we was all trying to get wild camping. The same as Scotland's rights. I've signed a few of them petitions now, but you never hear out of them. Glenn says, I think it's only going to be enforced on travellers ruining farm property, farmland and agricultural land and stuff. Don't want it to be legal, not a chance. Would say so towards. Oh yeah, will it hurt? So you might not get access to the hills though for the farm surrounding barbed wire, their property and the great right of way. Saying that, Shane Tom's at work. Be good to have him on in the conversation. You need something testing, says Nobby. I love what Tom's saying about the homeless at the minute. Really great to see. There'll be people kicking up a fuss on farmland who are arrested if they refuse to move on. Dark rights of way will be affected. The law change could be used to make sleeping rough a criminal offence. Right. Shoot us an email if you want, mate. kentsurvival.com. I really can't. Lots of people are liking it, Rigby. So that's cool to hear. To be honest, when's the last time anyone saw a fucking officer anyway? You can only be caught if they know how to make a trespass camera like a speed camera. The last time I seen a police officer on camp was, that was on Sperm Point, I reckon. We'd gone up with Sperm Point, even took Lily on that one, yeah. It wasn't long after December 16 and Storm Desmond. I know it wrecked, Storm Desmond wrecked the whole of Lake District. But on Sperm Point, it also made, for people that don't know, it looks like a bit of a droopy penis. It's like a point with a lighthouse, but the way, so you've got the ocean and the River Humber on one side, and it washed through. So you've got an island. So we went to see what the damage was. And the police turned up in a big Land Rover, and just everyone had got down the hill, got onto the beach, was packing up. I went back for extra deck chairs and cases of beer, and he come and he's showing it. He had his Land Rover light, and he shot it on me, and he climbed out. I said, "What the fuck are you doing down there?" I said, "Oh, well, I was going to go camping." He goes, "What, here?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, till you came." And he was like, "Why here?" I said, "Well, it's the darkest place in our area." I said, "You know, so we've come here to see this, you know, we've come camping, enjoy the peace. see the stars, and it's a meteor shower tonight. And he goes, is that tonight? And I was like, yeah. And I thought, well, I've got his attention here, and he must be fairly interested in the astronomical event. So I said, yeah, it's tonight. I said, you know, it actually peaks tomorrow night, but no, it'll be a school day then, and blah blah blah. And he said, oh right. I said, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I said, can you see him good here then? I said, well, hopefully, you know, if it doesn't get clouded over and all the rest of it, you know, it's a darker place, and it's as much away from the city and everything else as possible. He was, oh yeah, well, I really, he said, you know, I really think. He goes, how many have you have there? I said, well, there's me, my daughter. I said, there's my missus, and I said, there's my mate and his missus and my other mate. He was like, oh, there's a few of them. I said, yeah. He goes, you do know it's private property? And I said, well, technically we're on the beach, and you know, who owns that land because it's fell into the sea and it's sand. And he goes, all right. I said, you're a bit of a cheeky one, you are. I said, well, I'm just being honest. I said, at least I'm not trying to, at least I'm giving you the real answer. I'm not I'm not trying to divert your questions or give you like a fake idea. Or, and he was like, oh, right. And he goes, well, what are you going to do if they come and tell you to move then because it's private property? I said, well, it's still a grey area, whoever it is private property. And I said, by then I would have drank, I had like a case of bleeding Stiller in my hand. And I said, by then I probably would have got a few of these, and then I'll have to break the law if they want me to move. And he goes, oh, you really are cheeky on you. And I said, well, it's still the truth. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to enjoy my food, I'm going to enjoy this fire, I'm going to enjoy this beer. And I said, what time did you finish your shift? I said, you can come with us, you can come sat down here with us if you want. And he was like, oh no, I don't know. But he left and just left us, and that was probably one of the only. No, I've seen the police actually. Well, it's always when I'm beach camping actually, because I've seen them 3 times at Saltfleet, and they come twice on my new camping beach spot up on the northeast coast. They've been twice there, and they mostly just seem to be intrigued with what you're doing. And I just tell them, I said, oh, I'm a lone parent, you know. This is our holiday, you know. If we don't go on this holiday, she don't get one this year, sort of thing. But just tell them the truth, have a laugh with them, be a bit cheeky, because I don't think it would be me not being a bit cheeky. We do have a right of access as such in England, and are creating a coastal path crossing everyone's land. I live in London. I live in Tottenham, London, a bit of a hotspot for the fuzz. Andy says he don't even have a station to party at Albion Camping. What did Alan say? We've got to fight for our rights. Oh yeah, to party. Where I live is a bit rough. Police worries about. Oh no, the police are around in my village often enough. There's always some drunk idiot fucking smashing someone's window or doing something, and it's normally me. No, well, sometimes. We have a new lot now called street marshals. I think they're the new hobby bobbies. Street marshals. Street marshals. What do we call them around here? PCSOs, isn't it? Police. What's the topic? How we're getting rid of Adrian out of the chat. No, it's not. It's some new trespassing laws that I've just been made aware of. As long as you're more than a 30-minute walk from a road, there is no way on earth an officer is going to walk and tell you off. Not a chance. We don't have a station either. We just have an empty building. Well, 3 villages away, we used to have, it wasn't a station, it was just a house with a police sign on the side of the house. That's where the sergeant must have lived. But that's gone. Crime's not big here. Squat, the cop shop. Yeah, let's still do an exploring in the cop shops. Urban explore. At the end of the day, if you arrive late and leave no trace, no problem. Which has always been the same, isn't it? That's what we were saying earlier about Brendan about the van camping and some remote. It's just arrive late, leave early. There's no crime wave unless Kev visits. Then it's teeming with the filth. Squat in the cop shop. Well, yeah. What would that do to squatting then? that would abolish that, wouldn't it? It's fine. Squatting is already illegal. Yeah, I know, but it's like if they want to evict someone, usually they can get a warrant and do it like in 24 hours. But if they're squatting, I'm sure they get like a week or so. Where's Lee tonight? He's probably down the pub. Forgot about the chat, so I'll wait till I message him later. In fact, he messaged me on Facebook just not long before the chat, and then not seeing that on him. Maybe I should do a bit more. It took a long time tonight before we got up to like 20 viewers. I think it was on like the first half an hour, it was on like 9 or 10. Maybe I should be doing a bit more, putting in a few of the groups and all that, but I just assume that everyone just remembers Wednesday. Like Gareth and Zoe used to say, Kevin night in our house. Although I think it used to be Thursday. Because I think you used to do your shopping on Thursday and the live chats was Thursday, and I moved to Wednesday, and then you moved your fucking shopping to Wednesday. I know you don't really want to watch me. Although while anyone wants to come and sit here and watch me be here on myself all the time, I have no idea. But it really does boggle my brain. When we was on the PC and we used to bring guests on and we could have a bit of banter and all the rest of it, it used to be, I don't know, I couldn't understand it. And sometimes, like last week, when I was all talking about poops, it wasn't really about camping or anything. It just, I don't know. What baffles me more is like, I can understand that people come into the chats and we're all having a laugh and we're all chatting in the sidewalk, and people can chat with side chat, and people can chat with each other in the side chat. But it's all the other like 100 people that watching the next day afterwards that, you know, part of the fun is you've got to be here, I reckon. Not that I don't appreciate you all the people that's not watching live, but come and join us live. It'd be ace if we've got 100 people live and we was all here having a chill out. Got rid of that Criminal Justice Bill 94. How do you feel old? Tom's always squatting. It was Zoe's idea. Naughty Zoe. That's the thing. The pretense that this is to evict travellers is bollocks, as police have enough laws to deal with that. This is to stop the... Well, I can't even... Polly from judging tough sort. I always forget till I get a notification. Listening, but carving. Are you carving hand grooves out your PlayStation 4 controller? Oh, you're doing a bit of carving again. I was showing Gareth something the other day. I'm sure there was a Sloyd knife, a small chipping knife, and a crook knife on eBay in a little tool roll for about £3 or £4. Couldn't believe how cheap it was. I was thinking about getting a few, probably getting a laser burner and putting a Woodland camera crafting on and giving them a bit of polish and that, and giving them out as gifts to people at Christmas or something. Tom, a personal trainer, so he's good at squatting. Hello, Lee. Hello, Lee. Candice, you been on the backy or what? Because I'm sure Lee's not here. I was showing Gareth something the other day. Why question mark it? No PS4 tonight. Got a few new games loaned and got one updating. You know what, Paul? You know, like what was it? Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I got for Joshua last Christmas. I'd already had it when it came out in November. I think Call of Duty games always come out in November, and I'd had it, but like I never had no one to play with. So I got it Joshua for Christmas, and it took 5 days before he could play that thing. He had to update his PlayStation, update the game, and then after the first few days of Christmas, the game updated again, and it took 5 days before he could play it. I thought, how many disappointed? Well, not all kids live in rural villages and stuff, but 5 days before he could play it, non-stop uploading and downloading. all the way through the night, all the way through the day. No one else in the house could use the internet for 5 days while I tried to get this game going on his PlayStation. It was unbelievable. Sometime listening when I'm cooking, Kev. Oh, I appreciate when anyone's listening or watching, mate. I just, honestly, I mean, I went and watched Andy's live chat the other week, but he was out camping. You know, he was doing what I like to see and like to watch, and like to do myself. He was camping from you know, from his bell tent and stuff. And it wasn't an everyday thing, so there's going to be lots of questions. Not that you could see the chat because it was like 100 miles an hour, but you know, it's just always baffled me, especially sometimes when I get more views on a live chat when I'm not out camping than people watching when I do go out camping. It's just mad. Bet you won't believe how butter chips is at that price. Carving a big staff and carving my name in raised layers on it. It's a nightmare. Sounds it. What wood are you using? Paul, have you finished our broom yet? Sorry, I mean Prep Nomad. I thought his name was Lee. No, it's Paul. Not sure what type of wood was on Flora Forest when I've been to see mates the other day, and it picked it up. Helped me through a bog. It's definitely hardwood, just not sure what type. So there's a picture on WhatsApp, Paul. I'll see if I can ID it if you've not already scraped all the bark off. I can't do it on grain yet. I'm not that good. Lee is Jorvik. Yeah, Lee. Big Lee is Jorvik. No, it was just Candice. Someone just said, "Where's Lee?" And then all of a sudden, you was like, "Hi, Lee," and I was like, "Hey, what have I missed?" I've got my eyes glued to the chat. That's why I'm not looking at this screen because I'm looking at a different screen. Glued to the chat, and I'm like, "Lee's not been in, has he?" Was a joke already that staff he was carving. Still got your beard, Paul. I've had a little shave today. I think I've chipped in a bit much there. I was all that moaning I said last week about Lily cutting all my head off and all the shots that she's filmed on me in the woods. I hadn't shaved because it was only planned for the Saturday night, and then the weather was that good we decided to go on the Friday night. And I was looking at that video like, God, I look so old when I've got the big the big key shaped bit there in my head. You know, when I've got hair here and hair there and it's just nothing there. And I was like, oh, maybe it was a good idea she cropped my head out of every shot. But yeah, she wants to be an influencer and have her own channel and all that. I've got some training to do because she was a bit out of focus, and I was aware that, you know, she was filming me, so I kept saying, double check, make sure you can see me, make sure you can see all of me. Yeah, take it to the editing suite, and I'm gone. The whole head. I'm like the headless woodsman. I think that's what I'm going to call the channel. Headless woodsman. What a joke on this stuff. You got still your beard. Yeah, got it again, Candice, but not as long. I like a beard. All right, Candice, calm down. It's not a dating app in here, you know. You've got Tom. It's been fun. It's all that. So yeah, I'm just chilling now. I'm thinking, unless anyone's got anything to say, it's getting towards that time where we might end it. I really enjoyed it, you vain bastard. Jeez, get out of the room. You know what I mean? Who's you got it in the woods today? Oh, did you go see Goonie and Dean? I've seen Jay's just put up a video the other day. Not seen it. I've got the old notification that he'd been out Woodlands. in the Woodlands. I sent you a pic of, dare I say, the wood. All right. You've just moved the relationship to the next phase if you're sending wood pictures. Wing, wing. Do I qualify for a beard then, or is it just stubble? What qualifies a beard in Candice's book? Well, I have a puff it up a bit so it looks better. No, it looks like I've got alopecia of a beard when I do that. Look at that, I do not look like I've got a beard there, it's grey. I'm going to have to get some of that just for men, I reckon. Just for men. Paul's big staff pics, eh? Oof. He's a big lad. Jesus, that's a big wood. That might hurt in the, like his didgeridoo, yeah. I'm sure he was after Owen's missus. See what I mean? Look, he's after Tom's missus. He's after Owen's missus. He was trying to put his didgeridoo in Owen's tent. English woodsman, evening. Message retracted. Evening. Don't think I could fit my stuff in a pic. Yeah, sorry Dan, we were just nearly wrapping it up. Evening all, that's better. Yeah, we were just thinking about wrapping it. Wrapping it for the evening. It was all getting a bit sexual with Candice. You can tell Candice is back in the house. It's all getting a bit lower the tone. It's just pure filth. I'm joking. We're best of friends. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to check all these WhatsApps. I don't know if you've heard it on the other side end of the screen, but the phone has been going mad for WhatsApps. I'm going to go finish off Gareth and Zoe's video. Enjoy Friday live chat, Kev. I'm happy we are out. Dan says he has been watching. It's more about the girth. Rigby, you're out, Andrew. So yeah, we're gonna finish up. Why Tom's with you? Because you're pure filth. You'll have to see if Tom wants to go on the 12 camp challenge and then try and get you up in the permissive woods at Christmas. It'd be nice if we got a. What did we have that year then? I think 25 people were supposed to go to the woods at Christmas that year. I think it was the end of 2017 now. I can't remember. And you know, I was supposed to be cooking Christmas dinner for 25 in the woods. I think I ended up cooking for 21. And then I think Lee left because he was really sick. I think, yeah, you didn't come that year, I don't think, Paul. I know there was the Rat Pack lads. I know there was Steve and Mike and that. And then I know Zala come up. And then, yeah, I know there's a lot of people from the chats. But yeah, it'd be nice if we can get 20 in the woods again at Christmas. That'd be good. Oh yeah, Brendan had the flu as well. Paul had the flu. Lee went home with the flu. Yeah, Owen was there because you brought the thermometer, didn't you, Owen? The thermostat. I think it was like -3 outside. We had a little bit of snow, and I think inside the parachute with the fire, I think it got to about 27 degrees. It was mad. Gareth was there. Yeah, that was one of the biggest shocks I had that year. I think Ant was there. I think Ant was setting up. Ant had a thermostat as well, I reckon, because he had, if I remember rightly, he had 2 lavus, and he'd modded a lavu, so he wanted to know how much warmer his modded lavu was. And then I just looked around, and there's Gareth and Zoe just walked in my woods. I was like, "Way, me mates! I have mates." We was there. Went home with the hangover. Mesner was there. Yeah, he was actually. Who come with that flat hammock? I forget what name it was. Oh, it was Andy Sparks, wasn't it? Was it Andy Sparks? Somebody come with a really weird hammock that was just like a totally flat lay. Like totally flat. Ben was there. Yeah, it was a good. Apart from that parachute, and apart from the parachute, and then we all took about 12 years of our life with smoke insulation. It was good. I'm going to go. I start work at 6 a.m. later. So yeah, cheers, Candice. Thanks for dropping by. It's been fun having you back in the chat, and we have missed you, and we hope to see you again. We are trying to get back every single week at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. So we'll hope to see you again. It was funny watching everyone's videos and piecing the bits together. Get your videos made, and you'll be in the next one. Aye, it was Andy. It was War Bonnet. That was it. War Bonnet Summit. I did not like it. For the money with that cost, I did not like the look of that. It was a rare hammock. And he fell off, didn't he? Yes, Paul. I remember he slipped off. I did not like the look of that thing. You know, when you don't want to be rude when someone's setting up, yeah, this just cost me 300 quid. I look at that. I'm like, whoa. Don't like the look of that. Yeah, it'd be good. Neither did he when he fell out. Oh yeah, that was the camp that Lee got stuck in the bog, wasn't it? Lee was really upset that he got stuck in the bog. I can remember. Flips you if you're not in the middle, yeah. But he looks like when I was explaining about my back, when I was doing the physio with the physiotherapist, and I said that I've got rid of my bed in my bedroom, and I was sleeping in a hammock every night, and he was freaking out. But it is, you know, like when you watch You've Been Framed and you see them like string hammocks, and they look like they're in the Caribbean between two trees, and people are just flipping out of them. It was just like one of them. It was like there's no way I'm getting in that. I think it must have been 2016, because I think it was the year I had my operation on my back. No, I didn't know Garfin's in 2016, did I? Oh, I don't know now. It's a bit confusing, but yeah, it was a brutal little hammock. Yeah, but yeah, it'd be nice if we can all get on that 12 camp challenge and all meet up, all share our experiences and that. It will be good. Didn't Nobby make his own out of the top? If he did, I've not seen it. When I stopped putting videos out for a year, I didn't watch videos either. I didn't watch any camping videos, apart from Gareth and Zoe, because they was putting out regular. It just seemed like when I had a break, like a lot of other people had a break too. Like I mentioned the Rat Pack earlier, I don't think Paul was putting many out, or Mike was putting any out, or whatever. There was a big time that I didn't even when I wasn't making videos, I wasn't watching them either. I was, like I said before, I was in a dark place, and it was a long struggle and a long battle to get out of it. And yeah, that's when I was watching all the parkour boys and doing all the other stuff. That's the videos I was watching. That's why I was doing them sort of videos. But yeah, you had an autumn weather break. Yeah, fair weather campers. How dare you fair weather campers? And that's how Andy stepped in and nicked your subscribers. That bloody Andy. It's a subscriber thief. Someone report him to the law quick. I think fucking Nobby did as well. He soon jumped up. It was a steady and comfy lay. I freaked out there. My screen had gone into my computer screen in the background had gone into screensaver because I ain't typed anything. We're going to do summer camps, Gareth and Zoe. Let's all come off. Ready? Bloody fair weather campers. Hey, I've been at the opposite end of the phone for most of this time when you've not been out. I know you've been dying to get out. It's just life, though, isn't it? Like at Christmas, nearly everyone that said they was coming didn't come. It's just, as someone that's bailed on a few camps myself and let a few people down, it's oh, Andy, you was so close to getting a bloody ban then. It just happens. It's just the way it is. You know, a couple of sticks, You put a hole in it. I really won't bother about senators to something about impeaching Donald Trump. Really not bothered. Sorry, Mum. Andy, wash your mouth out. There's some chances. Oh, that reminds me. Where's Loafer? He got me good and proper with that one, didn't he? He got me good and proper. He's not been here tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do. Make sure I do an Instagram post and a couple in the Facebook groups. Make sure everyone knows. I just assume that everyone's like, you know, fell back into the routine of the chat being there, but obviously not. That's some serious fire starting knobby, you filthy sod. Did everyone like how honest I was in my video? Failed. My fire failed. I won't. Well, it's not that I wasn't going to put it in because I was trying to cheat the camera or whatever, but it just didn't seem relevant. But then it was because there was someone there new, and I did show her wrong, and that's bad. That's bad. Well, the reason that fire failed was because normally there was, you know, as soon as you struck your fat wood or whatever, Jesus Christ, I was having to be careful then. I did that on, I might have said on the live chat last week, on Friday. I did that and thought it blew my rib out. Yeah, normally after I've like, then my fat wood is caught, you'd normally just put all your birch bark and that on. But I went with pine needles because I never had any birch bark handy, and the pine needles wasn't, they were still green, basically. So as soon as we chucked them on the fire, it went it went out. So yeah, lesson learned. So I did have to show them properly the next day, or show the new person. But yeah, I thought, yeah, I'll just leave it in. There's no point, like I say, there's no point trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. I did lose the fire, and it was a lesson learned, because if it would have been horrible situations, I might not have got another. But there we go. Left it in there. No one's giving me no hate on it, which is good. No one's giving me no hate tonight. Normally they just come in and dislike straight away, don't they? We might even end it with no dislikes. How cool would that be? That one I labelled Brexit Day live chat. Bloody hell. I didn't even press the live button and it had 3 dislikes. Gareth, I know that shoe. Put the light back on. I know that shoe, Gareth. Come on. Good lad. I know you too well. Oh, that's a new one. That is a real new one. The 2. Ah! Oh well, we nearly made it. I should have cancelled the video about 2 minutes ago, shouldn't I? Just kept my mouth shut. There we go. Fucking hell, we went up to about 3 then. You just ruined my algorithms in one video. So anyone else got any fails before we end the chat? Brendan, how dare you? You see your little pat? You see it, Brendan? You see it? You see it? I'm going to fill it with dog poo before I give it to you now. It's going to be full of dog do. My opinion has just gone down of you, B. You've ruined me. I thought it was that sneeze that just blew my chest out. It's you. You're killing me, man. You'll see our fails when you carry on watching the vid. Well, I missed the one where you got hit on the head. I tell you what, though, you've done well with that wind. I don't know how you can have 70 mile an hour wind and just cut all that wind noise out. I know you forgot your wind muff. I know you are clever on the editing and that. Yeah, that was some effort. 70 mile an hour winds, and there wasn't any, you know, harsh wind noise when you carry on watching the vid. I think I've got about 20 minutes left of the vid. The silly thing is YouTube doesn't care. It's just an interaction. Well, that's what I understand about thumbs up, thumbs down. Not so much these days, you know. It used to be the thing. It used to be, doesn't matter if it was a thumbs up or thumbs down, but I think it was like midway through last year. It did get, when all the promotion things started, the algorithms changed, because obviously the set of algorithms from last year are not the same set of algorithms from this year. Don't care, I'm sorry. No spoilers. And the music. Change their rules again, bloody Google. You know what? Do you know what I really, really want? And I've said this for a while. Obviously, YouTube, Google bought YouTube out. I don't know when it was. And the whole ethos of the platform has changed. I would love that the original creators of YouTube would make another platform, call it whatever. I don't know. You know, your vid or whatever. I don't know. But you know how clever Google are. They would have had a clause that you can't go and make another one. When they bought them out for how many billions, it would have been you can't make another one. But their ethos was different. You know, the clue was in the name YouTube. This is you. This is your voice. This is you. You know, and then, you know, as soon as money got involved, and, you know, oh, you might swear in your video, so that's it. You don't make kids content, so you're not getting promoted. You're not getting a share. You know, oh. There's certain things on YouTube that I agree that was too easy for kids to find, and they should never have been on there in the first place. So there should have been probably better policing, but the policing and the ethos are not the same thing. What I really, really want, he's a Spice Girls fan. Do you know what? Spice I'm not saying that. I've started now, you know. Here goes my street cred, especially when I was a young teenager listening to bloody Tupac and Biggie Smalls. But the first actual CD I ever bought was the Spice World CD. Zig zig ah! It was. I'm embarrassed to say the first CD I ever spent my paper round money on. I had a load of bootlegged cassettes, but CDs was a new thing, and it was Spice World. And then when everyone found out, I gave it to my sister as a Christmas present, I think. Someone disliked it because I listened to Spice World. Oh no! Oh no! What have I done? I'm ending it before we have like minus 800 views and 1,000 dislikes. Yeah, if you're watching this back later, the 100 or so people that watch it back later, I'm sorry. YouTube are making so many changes and it upsets so many people, but like you say, it's all about the money. Cheers, dude. Great chat, night folk. Everyone smashes thumbs down. It's bad, isn't it? Whatever you do, Ken. No, what was I going to say? Yeah, to me, YouTube just they haven't got the same ethos, and you know, like when you're building out your business plan, and the original YouTube people would have had this idea, and we're going to do that, and we're going to give people a voice, and you know, it's gone a long way from that. It's gone a long way from the original business idea. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like I say, I really thought there was a couple of years ago, Amazon had started what do you call it? Copywriting loads of names. You know, like video sharing platform names, and it really just seemed like they was going to bring out like a viable alternative, because there's been a lot of video sharing platforms, but there's no one's really challenged the throne, and you know, it's being Google, not many people could. I've just seen a comment there saying you need 10 billion more. Yeah, no one could, but Amazon could. Amazon or Netflix, they could definitely start a viable competition. Cheers, dude. Great chat. Good night, folk. Everyone smashes the thumbs down. I know. We had 12 ups and someone smashed the thumb down. I think they forgot. Change it back to a thumbs up. I think someone forgot to leave it as a thumb down. Lend you a fiver. You just need 10 billion more. 10 billion more fivers, probably. I thought a few big YouTubers went over to Amazon to make original content. Perhaps they have. If they have, I haven't seen it. I know Joe. I know Joe was trying to sell his stuff to Netflix. Not that I know any inside information. Basically, from watching him, he said he was trying to all the big like 10 days alone in the wilderness. He was trying to. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Right, Joe Rogan. Yeah, he was doing like them 10 days alone in the wilderness, and I know that he'd said on them that he'd wanted to really amp up the content and then sell them on to Netflix and that. I think he must have brought a video editor in for the channel, because all of a sudden all his thumbnails just went boom. They was fucking stunning. You know, the titles was good, and then the editing changed, and I think, he's brought an editor on board. But the thing is with Netflix, if you see like, and as a video creator and a content creator, I watch a lot of Netflix, because their videos they tend to be really good videography videos, like, you know, they tick all the boxes sort of thing. Like the shows are always winning awards for the screenplay and videography and stuff like that. You know, not just the content, not just a good hook or a good storyline. The video work or the cinematographics always seem to be really good. So I do like watching Netflix for that reason. Yeah, you think, oh yeah, just put the camera around there, or oh yeah, you just put the camera under that, and yeah. So I do like Netflix for that reason, and that's why they get so many awards, and it probably is so popular, and like a lot of the series just blow up. It's just because even some of the series that I watch, they're not that great stories, but visually they're just done stunning. So yeah, can't really fault Netflix for that. And if Joe ever managed to pop them on there, he could really. Well, I think YouTube has changed his life anyway. He's got his dream home and everything that he's always wanted now, but it could really change his life. But that's what I'm trying to say. The standards to get like a series put onto Netflix must be they must be really high. Amazon, I'm not so sure. I've seen like a lot of like low budget. I fairly like watching. Night William, thanks for joining us tonight, mate. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I've seen like a lot. I watch a lot of apocalyptic movies. You know, like where people are just surviving, like foraging through houses and stuff. And a lot of the ones that's come up on Amazon, like not even a star or half a star, and you read the ratings, and then you go into the video, and yeah, I was on about it with Gareth a couple of months ago, and I said, I don't know, all these Hollywood movies never have any wind noise or whatever. And then, you know, like there's a big action scene and people are talking and you can see trees blown over a double in the background. I was like, how come what are they using? And then they basically told me they re-record everything in the studio. That's why they get crisp audio. So then now, I was told that, I understood that. Now, if I go and watch like an Amazon movie, and it's a low budget movie, and they're using the audio from live when it's been shot live inside a building, I can't watch it. It just blows my mind. I think that is just terrible, and I just can't watch the movie because it's not like a Hollywood style where it's all been filmed afterwards. And I don't know. I don't like watching them movies now. Don't know how we got to that. So that sneeze really did hurt. What you had? An hour and 50 minutes. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough for anyone to listen to me roll on for 1 week. Not sure there's going to be a camping video this week. There might be a video from the woods if I do a little project in the woods. But other than that, don't see me before. Thanks for joining me. We'll catch you next week, 8 PM on Wednesday, and we'll try and share it out. Peace, guys. Oh, it's that button, isn't it? Tra, Chiao, or Woodland.